Hi, this is a video for region auditions, and I'm going to be going over for violin the two scales and the etude. So region violin 2021, the two scales and the etude. So I'm chilling out the house and just going to go over the chromatic scale with you guys, okay? So most of you guys should know how to play this, but if you don't, let's go through it nice and slow. If you already know how to play this one, you can fast forward a little bit until you get to the G major scale. I'll try to put the times for that in the description box below, okay? So what you're gonna do with the Gma Chromatic Scale, obviously it starts on open G, and then instead of going to regular first finger, you're gonna scooch back to the scroll for G sharp, and then slide into A. All right, so let's play those three notes again. Now the next note, instead of being regular second finger, it's A sharp, which is the same thing as B flat. So you put it right next to first finger. Okay, so let's play the first measure again. You've got open, low, regular one, touch two. All right, now we're on the second measure. You've got regular 2, 3, and I recommend playing this with a pinky finger right next door, but you can stretch for 3 if you want. I just think it's harder. Okay, and then open D. All right, let's play the second measure again. Regular 2, 3, touch 4, open. All right, measure 3, D sharp is the same thing as E flat. Reach your first finger backwards to the scroll, slide forward, F natural, and F sharp, and then the first note of measure 4 is a G, okay? All right, so now let's try and go all the way from the beginning to there, okay? So ready, open G, low 1, regular, touch, regular, 3, touch 4, open D, 1, back, slide it forward, minor, F natural, F sharp, G. Now the next note says G flat. That's the same thing as F sharp. So you've got G, F, G flat, F sharp, F natural, E, slide it back to E flat. Now here's the tricky part. Open D, which I know is easy. And then the next note is D flat, which is the same as C sharp. So I would put down third finger on the G string regular and then touch your fourth finger right next to it. And that's going to be something you're going to have to practice. You're going to have to practice going from open D to that 3 and 4 touching on the G string, because that's the note everybody gets out of tune, okay? So I would start actually on E regular, E flat, open D, and then put in those together. And I put those two fingers down together, the 3 and the 4. Okay, I'll do it again. E, slide it back, open D, and a 4. And then 3, regular 2, slide it back, 1, slide it back, open. Okay? Now, when you play that in tempo, it tells you that you have to be at quarter note equals 110. Okay? All right, let's see if my metronome will come on here. Okay, turn it up so you can hear it. All right, so here's that scale at quarter note equals 110. Now, when you're practicing to start off with, I do not suggest going that fast. That would be bad news, okay? So you should just practice going stop, stop, until you can get faster and faster, okay? That's the way you need to do it, okay? So take your time with that, all right? Now, the next scale is the G major scale. Now, everybody here should be able to play a regular G major scale, but this goes into third position, and you have to use the fingerings that are on the paper. So instead of ending on third finger on the D string right here, you're going to take your hand and move it in to third position. So you're going to go from here to here, and you have to take your thumb with you. You have to keep it very light on the fingerboard, okay? So what I want you to do is to go into third position, find first finger as the note G on the D string. So So instead of playing it with a third finger, play it with first finger, okay? Okay, now, put down your second finger, but don't reach so far. This is going to make A, then stretch for third finger. This is B, then fourth finger C. Then go directly across onto the A string. First finger is D, then E, F sharp, fourth finger touch really close, and play that note again. F sharp, E, D, touch 3 and 4 together. 3, 2, 1. So now you've played the middle part of the scale, or the second octave, okay? And that's a good thing to practice separately, just that middle octave. Now you have to practice getting to third position. That's very important. So you've got to practice going D, E, F sharp, G. And it's okay if we hear a slide. It's better than this. Like that. Don't do that, okay? And not taking your thumb. Okay? And eventually you'll get rid of that, but you have to practice that so you can get up there lightly, okay? All right. So I'm going to play the whole scale so that you can practice exactly how that should go. I'm going to play it slower than 110. Practice your scales, and when you play your scales, it is super important that you play with a big, beautiful sound. Really big, really loud, really beautiful sound, okay? All right, now let's work on the etude. Those are the third and fourth lines on the page, okay? I'm going to play the etude for you at concert tempo, and then we'll go back and work on it a little bit. Quarter note equals 88. Lift. Okay, so that's at concert tempo. All right. Now, you should not have trouble with the first two measures. They're pretty easy. Minor pattern, low pattern. Reach back for B flat. Rest, rest, lift. Stretch for 4. Up, up. C natural, up bow. Touch 4 for E flat. C natural. B flat. Now 3 and 4 touch on the E string because it's B flat. Minor, low, to low. Now stretch. And I suggest ending on a 4. Okay? Very important to end on a 4. All right, so really practice that etude, making sure that you're getting a nice sound, okay, and that you know what the finger patterns are in each of those. All right, happy practicing.